Hello, my horror-loving dudes. I'm KillJoy Jake, and today we're talking a little bit about Scream 7, because I'm sure you've already seen many of people's reviews on Scream 6. So let's talk about what's going on with the next installment in this franchise.
Well, sometimes that is better.
So despite rumors of the 7th film already being greenlit, technically nothing is 100% confirmed at this time. But directors Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett have spoken on the issue recently. Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, the directors of the latest 2 installments in the Scream franchise, including Scream 2022 and Scream 6, said that they are hopeful for a Scream 7 and are wanting more films in the future. Bettinelli-Olpin told Deadline, "We hope. We want to be watching Scream movies whether we're involved or not for the rest of our lives." Tyler Gillett agreed with this idea and continued with, "We're so happy it's back." Now, even though that kind of felt like nothing, there's a lot of important things to take from that comment, which actually has me a little worried about Scream 7. It was recently announced that Radio Silence has been attached to various new projects, including a new Escape from New York trilogy of films. They're even doing a requel series for Escape from New York. It's getting crazy out here. While I am very excited for their take on Escape from New York, I am a little scared about Scream's future, especially if they're setting up a big story to be concluded in a 7th film that maybe doesn't get concluded by them. It could be an entirely new group of creatives that might screw up the story. And not to say that whoever they get next would be a bad choice, it's just to say that they've already established a story and where it was gonna go, and new creatives would generally just take it somewhere else. Look at the new Star Wars films, or the new Jurassic World movies. That's the case there, and I don't want that to happen to the Scream franchise. Rumor has it that the 7th installment in the Scream franchise will begin filming later this year, so hopefully it is Radio Silence attached to this project, as well as James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick, our beloved writers right now. Talking about the new writers in the Scream franchise, Kevin Williamson talks very positively about James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. Kevin says, "I was a little hesitant because I was like, how do you make it scary in New York City? Well, they figured it out. They knew exactly how to do it. I didn't realize how scary New York can be, and then you go back and say, well, I used to live here." And there's so many times you walk down the street and there's nobody there, and you get on the subway and there's 1 or 2 people and you're unnerved. It's scary to think how scary New York City can be, because I used to live here. I think they milked it, and they managed to figure out how to make it really scary. That's high praise, Kevin. The reason that there's a lot of Scream 7 talk across the internet right now is because the company Screen Geek posted a little bit of an article saying that the new film is already greenlit, but I can assure you that if it really was, you would see companies like Screen Rant and Deadline, they'd be posting articles about it too. And so far, they have nothing to say about it. Screen Geek's sources apparently have told them that the film is tentatively titled Scream 7 and will begin production later this year. My sources have told me that I'm going to make $1 million this year and fuck off to Japan. I want to trust my sources, but I've been told not to listen to the voices in my head. I don't know, man, those intrusive thoughts are tempting. Huh. So I don't really know if any of that is true or not. Take it with a grain of salt, but it is likely because the opening for Scream 6 is going to be one of the biggest in franchise history. So if you're worried that Scream 7 may not happen or something, well, this movie's about to be hella successful. So I see Scream 7 definitely happening. I'm like 99% sure with that. Scream 6 is currently headed to a franchise record opening of 50+ million worldwide throughout 50 offshore territories, including domestic. Scream 2022 opened to 48 million worldwide last year, 30 million of that coming from US and Canada. The previous highest opening came from the third entry, which opened up to 34.7 million domestic in 2000. Where Scream 2022 just fell a little bit short of beating that domestic opening for this franchise, getting a new record, it looks like Scream 6 is about to beat that, getting closer to 40 million. I have said this a few times on this page, but it looks like there is more excitement for Scream 6 than any of the other movies I've ever covered on this page. It's insane. So in my mind, I see Scream 6 doing even better at the box office than the previous entry, which is something that the Halloween franchise, or the new requels from that series, can't really say. All of this success and excitement leads us down to Scream 7, but will it involve Radio Silence and our current team of writers? Leave me something down in the comments below if you think it'll be the same people on that project, or if Radio Silence has moved on to other projects. I said projects a lot there, project. But since we've been talking about the future of the franchise, let's talk a little bit about the present, because it is a very exciting time for Scream fans. Because of this, I will be going live all weekend and pretty much every single day until next Friday. Yes, until next Friday, I will be live on this page every single day. It's going to be insane. If you're wondering why I haven't been posting much lately, this is why. I'm resting up. I'm getting ready. I'm gearing up for Scream 6 talk for a whole week. The most fun I have on this page is going live and talking with all of you about your different movie takes. It's always an exciting time, and I just really love doing it. And I also realize that not everyone's going to be able to see Scream 6 this weekend, but I still want to be able to talk with as many of you as possible. So I'm going to be going live every single day until next Friday, like I said. So see that movie in that meantime, and then we can talk about it afterwards. I'll be live this Friday at 7:30 Eastern, so come on over and let's talk then. It's gonna be a good time. But what do you fellers think about all this Scream news? Will a Scream 7 happen after this one? And will it be done by Radio Silence or somebody else? Leave me something about it in the comments below. And also check out my live streams throughout the next week or so. It's Scream 6 week, baby. Let's go! Thank you all so much for watching the first Scream 7 update. There will be many more if that movie actually happens. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. Please consider supporting me on Patreon by clicking that link in the description below. Thank you all again for watching, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.